Hello everybody, this is Domino Phoenix, and today I thought we'd try out the game Orwell. I was interested in this game because it's based on 1984, which is a book I've read and liked, and I think the premise is that we get to spy on people to make sure that they are following the rules of the nation, but I'm not entirely sure, so I figured we should just hop right in. Bloop. There we go. This is gonna be me. Okay, and I will hop back to you guys once I've filled this out. Okay, and here we are. So, be diligent. Your work has severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively and the best of my belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. I agree to the terms stated above. Okay, so we're registered and we're gonna hop in then. Okay, Freedom Plaza. Obviously, our nation is all about that freedom. Freedom to eat food and walk across the plaza. For you to know exactly who everyone is, or at least the government gets to. Freedom for birds to go flying everywhere. Obviously, our nation is all about that freedom. Someone is a criminal. Oh, and look at that cute little couple. Freedom of the cuddles on the public bench. No way. Oh, jeez. So, right off the bat, it looks like we're not just spying on random people. We're going to... Oh, okay. Symes. Okay, hello, Mr. Symes. You're online. Good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together, we will form both the first and the last lines of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there's been an incident, so let's get started. I've activated the Reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay. Let's look at these headlines then. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Okay, well, at least not all the people who were around the monument died. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the Profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Okay, first thing I want to do is read all of these. So I'm just going to open them all, and you guys can read through them. Okay, so it seems like not only has there been a terrorist attack, there's also riots, and a new movie that's out, or at least is done shooting. Uh-huh. 100 gray shadows. I'm sure that has nothing to do with 50 Shades. Mm-hmm. Oh, and they got some ads. That's some nice attention to detail that they actually have ads on the side of the website of the nation. So that's pretty cool. Okay. It looks like that's all the headlines we have, so we might as well open this unknown person file. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Cassandra Watergate. Highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hover over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into the profile to upload them to our servers. Okay. Well, unknown person, it looks like we have a name here, so that goes there. And what else is highlighted? Okay, so I guess we can also take pictures from at least this over there. So now we have a face and a name. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to progress. Okay, well, her charge is assault on a police officer. It looks like we have to be careful because things that are going into the file, it says that this action cannot be undone, so I don't know if that'll become more important later. Good. With the data you've extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? Sometimes. I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. Okay. Is this woman a terrorist? Okay, so she's been suspected of being a terrorist before then. Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago remains in custody. A trial scheduled for August. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration. So this was the same place. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. Okay. I guess I just keep looking for more stuff then. Okay, so she's an artist. That's cool. Oh yes. One who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? Oh, you. Great, you have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? Sure. You've extracted all the info I already knew about this case, about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. Okay. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators, like yourself, are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. So he doesn't get to see anything that I can search for, and he can only go off of what I give him. So that, like, no one can double check my work, I guess? Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Okay, so I guess we're on our own now, and I guess we have our portfolio. Okay, well, right off the bat, I am skeptical about putting everything on here. Excuse me. Because a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Like, that could be her address, but it's not like a professional document. I don't really want to put that in there in case, because, like, that's not an actual place that she lives. I don't think that's, like, professional information I should add. But my Tell You account, the Cassie92, that seems interesting and important. Good, you found a chat handle. That will allow us to overhear any conversations on that account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. Okay, so now there's a little listener. It's not creepy at all. Oh, and she has some pictures. Kitties. The businessman's forgotten daughter. Okay. Victim of traditionalism in pink. Okay, I think this is an important data bit just because it could lead us to figure out if she's rebelling against her parents or something. Christmas present for my darling. Okay, well, it does want to know if she's in a relationship or not. Okay. I wonder if it's going to be important to find out who he is later. Probably. Why isn't it important that she has a kitty? Okay, well, she also quit her day job to focus on art. I don't know if that's important, but I hope they'll let me know if it's not, so I don't make mistakes again. Interesting. We should find out what job that was. Okay, so I think that was a good thing. And she's starting to talk, I guess? Unknown person. Hey, you. Hey, Josie. Can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. I'm in the middle of buying all of Boston with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. Well, luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Okay, so this is probably her boyfriend then? Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-round badass, have in mind this time? Perhaps just a business call from one of his favorite clients? Actually, yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Guess I'd better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. I think they're just talking about her then. Oh, whatever. I guess I should pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents then. So her parents are in the pharmaceutical business. Okay. Oh, come on, I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Ugh, yeah, maybe. Gotta know. Gotta go. I'll text you later. Hugs and kisses. And I guess that's all. So we have 3 new things. Well, she stole his credit card. Let's see. She got a credit card from an unknown person. If you're able to find out who she's talking about, we could lock it for the owner. Okay, so even though he said he's okay with it, if I guess we know who he is, we're gonna lock the card so she can't use that. We're a lawyer. And we should really be able to track the credit card of this Langley down and lock it for him. Done. No, really, no need to thank me. Mr. Langley. You know, the profile for a related person, it can be accessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into the relevant profiles. Okay, so I won't be able to extract information about him because we're focusing on her. Parents, I think this is important. Watergate, Pharma, Enterprise. That does ring a bell. Okay, so that's everything we can get from here. And then I guess we can... Let's look at her case then. Multiple suspicions. So this is the same guy that she did a painting of in her portfolio. Orwell informs me you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the other will become invalid immediately. I highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this is your decision. Once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse the choice. Okay, well, with the case being closed to lack of evidence, or the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. So we have to decide whether we believe it was from a lack of evidence that she got off, or if there was foul play. I don't feel like I have enough information to make that choice, but the way he phrased it, it sounded like there's not going to be more information, so I just have to pick one or the other. But I'm not ready to make that choice yet, so I'm gonna check out this. Products. Okay, well. So they just have a lot of medication. I guess that makes sense because they are a pharmaceutical company. Bruno Watergate, that's probably her papa. Dr. Alice Watergate. Okay, so her mom, seems to be the smart one. And then this is her. Her hair wasn't always blue. I think like the blue in this context makes her look kind of like an old woman, like it's almost gray. Okay, so well, she's their daughter. I like how it thanks you every time. Ah, now I see. Keeping it a family affair. And this is her previous job then. I guess that way everything stays in the family. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit her day job, her dull job, didn't she? Documents you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. First, I want to check out the last tab here, because I don't want to miss anything. Urgently looking for a Chief Operating Officer, a COO. So this is what her job had been. Formerly appointed predecessor. Maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Okay, and I guess there's another headline now. Crime rate continues to drop. Ministry of Security. Because there's a safety bill now, too? I'm not going to read all of this out loud, so if you guys find it interesting, feel free to read it on your own time. Prime Minister is Robert Blaine. Okay. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything new there, which makes me think we can't move on until we finally make a decision here. So, do we want to believe that there was actually a lack of evidence, or do we suspect that they might have influenced the outcome? Because I was thinking that, yes, she has rich parents, so they probably could have done that, but at the same time, she also stopped working in the family business, so they might be angry at her. And they wouldn't want to tarnish their family name more than having her already leave. So I think that there probably was lack of evidence then. That is what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Currently, I'm thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change, don't you agree? Let's find out what happened in between those two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? Okay, well, apparently she has a timeline now. Here's her birthday. And there's a picture here. Oh, I guess we could give her a different photo than just her mugshot. I kind of want to see what he says if we do that, but I don't want to use this one. Maybe there's one that's in between a mugshot and her crazy portfolio. Interest in art, music, and activism, so she does like activism. Art, music, activism. What a lineup. She likes the Target's painting Alice in Wonderland, my cat, Kikiko. My personal wishes from your deepest abyss of my heart, most painfully. Okay, well, she's definitely anti-government. That might be important. Well, Mr. Watergate, we aren't too fond of you either. I'm starting to like his sense of humor a lot more than I did. Like, it's growing on me. Okay, so now there's some confliction here. Shut your freaking mouth. I still care about my best friend no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. Not a member. Okay, well, she's definitely in a relationship with him then, with her lawyer. So that's... or attorney. With her lawyer. Might be noteworthy. That's what I thought, so I put it in there. Yay. Surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? To change your profile picture here. She had, okay, so she went to a amazing concert and she decided to get her hair done blue. Casarthus? Okay, so now she has another name then. That might be useful for finding her later. An alias name. You know, people on the web. So many names, so many identities. It's always good to recover every alias. Then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. And she was invited to an activist group. Okay, an activist group. Is there anything more specific? So you want a name. I know that there's a conversation starting there, but I want to get through all of this first. Having an amazing shopping tour with my Mary, the best friend of all times, but you really should consider paying a visit to your hairstylist soon, darling. So this was a while ago because they both have normal colored hair. Okay, so I know that this is conflicting with Cassandra's timeline earlier when she was telling her friend to fuck off. But I feel like since this happened later, that this is probably the more accurate piece of information. How sweet. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's see what's going here, or rather, let's hear what they have to say. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place. Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was there just moments before this happened. Ugh, I never should have gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not to me. Oh, that's so sweet. I was so happy when Godfells accepted me into, though. I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. Think of it this way, if you would not have gone to the protest, then you would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would never have met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You're not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your code's not working here. Can't buy anything. You gone bankrupt or something? Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. Guess we'll have to go without wine then. Ugh. Here's the thing. I got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule, and I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me. I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment fucking everywhere. Every fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please just calm down. Have you taken your Methorin? Yes, damn it. Is the only thing that matters to you that I am on fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please. It's nothing like that, and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Okay, well, we learned a few things from this. So she has to catch a bus from the place every day. And she was happy to be part of the activist group. They have relationship problems. She's on pills. And our action to ban his credit card or block it has had an effect already. Okay, so let's extract these data chunks then. Because this could explain why she was there, and it might not have anything to do with the terrorism. Meaning her presence there before the bombing could be coincidence after all. Exactly. I'll reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. Oh, and I guess we know what the activist group is then. Goldfells. An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her. And who is Godfells? We should find something that shows her current attitude and if we're following the right person. Okay. She's also on happy pills. Methorin. Catherine, can you look that up for me, please? He doesn't know what it is. I don't know what that is either, but I don't think there's like a search tab I can actually look for things in. Oh, actually, projects, where was it? No, I need products. This is Methrin right there. It's an antidepressant. Huh, I wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Perhaps emotions were high if she is reliant on this medication. Looking at what you have extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. We'll indicate that to law enforcement. Just because she's on pills doesn't mean she's necessarily dangerous. Okay. The thoughts are free. Welcome to the thought blog. Pick an entry below. Freedom is unfree. I guess she wrote this then. And that's her name there. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence. Well, what is this conflicting with? Unknown data chunk. I guess I haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, and thought so. I'm not sure what these things are. Finally, someone who had the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Okay, so this is what it's conflicting with then. Okay, so she's laughing at this, and it even says that 3 people were killed. This was this just now? Did she just post that just now? Yeah, because before it had been over here. Because she was just saying, this was what was the first thing before, and now this is here. Because this was the new article that just came out. Okay, well, we were supposed to find her most recent attitude towards things, and this is what it is, because the peaceful thing was back in an earlier article she wrote before she was accused. I suspected as much. Seems we're looking at the right person. I don't know if she would do that herself. She just seems happy at the moment, and she might be upset because she was just having a fight with her boyfriend about how he doesn't love her and cares about his job more. So maybe that has something to do with it. Alright, what we found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We'll have to dig deeper. Okay, looks like she's going to be talking to someone else now. Oh, and this is her friend. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know. Your post on timelines about this assault? Yeah, so that definitely was just now. Really, Jules? You're not gonna preach to me about this stupid post, are you? You really shouldn't write something like that. No, I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. Just between the two of us, I just had to let off steam, you know? Is it because of what... It's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today. The bombing stirred up all of this crap again. You know. What I did. What happened there wasn't your fault. Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me, and you succeeded? You mustn't forget about that. That was so brave. How can it not have been my fault, Juliet? I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Fuck. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him. And this is why you really should remove this post. I feel like an asshole, the worst kind of asshole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie, nobody is innocent. You'll have to let go. Holy crap. Okay, so we learned quite a bit here. So, like, in the first part, we can definitely see that she's still kind of messed up about that previous fight she just had with her boyfriend, and that could be why she posted the thing that we put into her file. But now we also know more about what happened at the incident. Her friend Juliet seems to say that Cassie hurt the officer to protect her because maybe he was being too rough. But she feels very guilty, and she said she lost it. Like, she lost it, and that's the reason that she attacked him. And she smashed his skull in. Okay, probably not in, but he or she hit him. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think I might want to go back and just fill in some of these people, because I can only get that information. So before I pick this, I'm gonna go back and do that. Just so I don't miss anything. Just wondering if that's a thing I can do. Oh, I guess her friend is Mary and not Juliet. Okay, so I don't know who Juliet is then. Oh, Juliet is right here. Okay. Okay, so I think, like, what happened here is that her old best friend wants her, like, the old her, and then it looks like Juliet has been her new friend. Okay, that's interesting. I guess I'm just gonna go back to Cassandra then. Okay, well... Just got to the listener. Okay, well, we have two actions we can take here. Either, like, we go along with that she is mentally unstable and she lost it, so she's violent and is like a potential threat, and that she might have been responsible. Or she was helping her friend. But we also know now that her friend Juliet was also another protester, and she might have been one of the violent ones. So I'm thinking that... I don't really know what to do here, but I'm thinking that the officer was probably doing his job, and she does say that she had that, and she feels a lot of guilt. So I don't think she is behind the bombing, but her friends who did this might have been. So I think if we can get her away from them, that'll at least be helpful. And she did lose it, but she's on... I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do that and hope everything is okay. What? She openly admitted to such a violent act? This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. Very good work. The intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. Okay, so... Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of police, local police, due to her former record. Okay, well, looks like we're getting her. Now she's talking again. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It'd be better, believe me. Wait a second, someone's at is at the door. BRB. Okay, I'll wait. By the way, how's your boyfriend? You're still together? You haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Hello? It's only been a minute. Give her some time. He's still there? Oh, well. I guess she's not coming back anyway. Are you still there, Cassie? I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. Although we have no proof she's involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. And with that admission of guilt, she will probably serve some time. Okay, I just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group, though. Whether they... Oh god. No, take a look at the news. Shit, what happened now? Breaking news, 2 dead after second explosion. Okay, so she definitely is not the only bomber, if she is a bomber, which I don't think she is, but... Explosive charge off at Selling University Boston. 2 people dead, 3 injured. Once again, a letter has been received just before the crime. Was there a letter on the first one? That is horrible. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found, so these assaults are connected. As if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. Ugh, this complicates matters massively. So much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my supervisor, see how we are to proceed given these extenuating circumstances. Did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button at the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Okay. So, she's been arrested, and I guess her case is going to be reopened for the officer, but we also know that she's not behind the bombings. So, that's all interesting. I don't really know what else to say. I wasn't expecting a second bomb to happen so soon. Or, I guess, at all, really. And one thing I noticed while playing this game, it seems like a lot of the moral choices are left up to us. So it was up to us to use which picture we wanted for her mugshot, or her art portfolio picture, or even her social media picture. And like a lot of the stuff, did we want to believe that her friend was still her friend? Just all this stuff. This is deep. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is a lot to take in. I guess it has a lot to do with how you view people. Like, I don't know. But I'm gonna let you guys think on that too. And if you want to see more of this game, or if you have any comments on different choices you've made while you've played this game, let me know in a comment below. If there's anything I've missed that you want to bring to my attention, also let me know. And I guess until next time, I'll see you later.